graded final expense life insurance policy and payout situations. Let's understand some of the critical scenarios that will happen in the first 2 to 4 years. Let's say a policyholder died out of non-accidental causes. Based on the carrier, based on the policy that you took for final expense life insurance, the carrier can pay either 100% to 110% of your premium, or some carriers are even very lenient and they pay 25% of the face amount. Let's say you took a $10,000 policy, some carriers might pay only $2,500. It is rare, but there are some carriers that actually pay the 25% of the face amount. Majority of the carriers I have seen on graded life insurance policy, they actually pay your premium 100%. They give you your premium back because the policyholder died in the first year. So that's like a huge benefit for the families, because we don't want the families to lose the premium and also not get paid on the coverage or face amount. That's like actually a loss from a policyholder standpoint. But the insurance companies, 100% of the time, they actually pay your premium back if you die in the first year. Now let's talk about the second scenario. In a graded final expense life insurance policy, the policyholder dies within the second year due to non-accidental reasons. Now, second year is actually kind of a different type of a year, because a lot of coverages are getting solidified after the year 2, and where you're going to get the full base benefit. If a death happens during the second year, the carrier might pay you somewhere between 50 and 65% of the face amount, and it depends upon the carrier. It depends upon the carrier and the final expense policy that you have taken, but some carriers actually pay somewhere between 50 and 65%. Third scenario, if the death happens after 2 years, or 24 months of the policy effective date, there are some carriers that pay 100%, no questions asked. So as a policyholder, you have to talk to your agent, and there are companies that pay after 24 months. You can't wait for 4 years. There are some policies which actually ask you to wait for 4 years, but I think if your agent is qualified, experienced, like how Meta-Senior insurance agents are, we can find you a policy that after 2 years will pay you 100%. There are few insurance carriers, few companies in the country that will do that. So in my opinion, waiting 2 years is the norm. Waiting 4 years is not the norm. So after 2 years, you have to get paid 100% if it's a non-accidental reason death. Or some insurance carriers actually don't care. After 2 years, they pay you 100%, no questions asked about the reason of the death. So think about that. So graded benefits, graded final expense life insurance policies are good, but only they actually are good for policyholders who have some kind of health conditions, health opportunities that other insurance carriers would not carry, or they will say they will reject them. So you have to work with your agent, fill the questionnaire correctly, and then once we put in the health conditions and health risks, we will tell you exactly what the premium would be, or approximate premium, and what kind of underwriting guidelines will be, and we'll guide you through that process. It's actually a communication between the agent and the policyholder when we are filling in the application. And if the agent and the policyholder are truthful in the application, the insurance company will do their best. The insurance companies do not want to lose you as a client. They just need accurate information from the agent and also from the policyholder.